October, I think many of you have seen your Facebook are full of the news feeds of your friends watching movies. Coincidentally, as you see the tickets more carefully, you might see that they are all watching the same movies. What's the name of the movie? Can you remember? That's right. The movie is called Your Name, which is also called Kimi no Nawa in Japanese. So, how popular is this animated film? From objective statistics, this animated film surpasses billions of yens at box office. As you can see in the forum, this animated film also won the first place in 12 weeks in Japan. These surprising numbers can partially admit it's successful. So, why this animated film is successful? Before answering this question, let's first discuss about what kind of animation that can let you remember, and which also means it's successful. Watching animation has become many teenagers' interest. It's no wonder that animation has popped up as a popular industry. As you can see in the chart, the income coming of animations rises year by year. So, how among tens of thousands of animation, which animation can let you remember? It's a big knowledge. So, how animation can attract audience attention? We can simply divide it into 4 parts. They are music, screenwriter, plot arrangement, and drawing style. These four elements is very important in animations, and these are also 4 reasons that might attract you. First, let's talk about music. A nice music for an animation, for opening songs or ending songs, can let audience remember the animation, such as Flipside, Aimer, and Nana Mizuki are all famous groups or singers by singing animation songs, and their songs also let animation become very well known. Next, let's talk about the screenwriter. Screenwriter can also attract audience interest about the animation, such as Xu Yuanshen, Urobuchi Ken, and Ma Zhizun, Maeda Jun. These 2 guys are very famous screenwriters. If the animation is made by one of them, will arouse many audience attention and want to take a look for it. Next, the drawing style. Take Miyazaki Hayao for example. I think everyone know him. Yeah. Miyazaki Hayao's animation is famous for its drawing style, and his specific drawing style will let any people who see his animation will know this animation belongs to him because it's very specific. It's his drawing style. Last but not least, the plot arrangement. In my opinion, the plot arrangement is the most important element in animation. Although some animation didn't have nice music or wonderful drawing style, if it has special plot arrangement, it can also arouse many audience interest to it. So let's go back to our problem. Why your name is so successful? Your name is so successful, that's because the 4 points I have said in front. This film all do it very well. First, let's talk about who is the screenwriter of this animated film. The screenwriter of this film is this guy, who named Shinkai Makoto. Shinkai Makoto have been called New Miyazaki Hayao. And which this means? This means he inherited Miyazaki Hayao's wonderful drawing style. Miyazaki Hayao is that I have said before, is Dong Qijun. Yeah. So let's see. These are the scenes of the film. You can see the scene of the film is very similar with the real scene. It represents the high quality of drawing style. Next, who makes the music? The music belongs to Red Wings. Red Wings is a rock group which is Shinkai Makoto's favorite. And the 4 main songs of this film have insane amounts of views on YouTube. Last but not least, the plot arrangement. I think many people still haven't seen, so I won't talk about the plot. So I just talk about the difference between the first time I see and the second time. The first time I think that it's not as good as I expected. However, the second time I see, my feelings are totally different, and I was totally impressed by it. That's because the timeline of the plot is a little bit complicated. So at the first time, I was a little bit confused. So, but when I see the second time, I know the meanings of the plot is more important of all. So maybe you are a little bit refused the film is made by animated, or you have a loss in your life. I suggest you going to theater and watching this movie. Yeah.